Okay.
Hello, welcome
Yeah.
to Talk Horror to Me. I'm Carly, I'm your co host, and we are here with Brooke Wright from She Blurbs, the blogger extraordinaire. We've got Ashley from Great House Horrors, and we have got the collective known as Raven Knight. And welcome, everybody. Today we are discussing all things of the movie It, and we're talking about the original as well as the remakes. So if you haven't watched them, go ahead and cut this off because there's going to be spoilers. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. We are going to talk about the original movie, which was a made for TV movie first. And who would like to go?
I think I'm getting elbowed here. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. If you want to talk offense, yes, I have read the books. I have watched all the movies. I am a Tim Curry fanatic. So
Yes.
he's over going,
Me
you need to
too.
say something.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so in the first movie, Stephen King did not like it. Like he was absolutely, which is why in the new movie you keep hearing him say his internal joke. I hated the ending. He hated the ending of it. He will tell you to this day that he absolutely despised it. Hated that it became a movie. Um, he really only did it because it was obviously, oh hey, look, okay, fine. Stephen King's not really a cash grabber. If you ask him to this day, he'll be like, I don't know why I'm famous. I have no idea. So, yeah, I've read his on writing. If you have not read Stephen King's on writing, it is totally kinged out because he just is flat out honest. He's like, I don't know why I'm famous. I don't really care to be. I just write the damn book. So that is literally a quote from him. It's like, I just write the damn book. And he to this day will say, I hate the ending of this book. If I could rewrite it, I would. So, but the original It, I thought, was something that had, number one, obviously they tried to cram too much. I was so glad when they decided to split part one and part two of the new one because this book is so massive that trying to cram the whole story and trying to get it was just absolutely bonkers. And this is one of the only remakes, in my humblest of opinions, that captured the true King essence of Stephen King. Unfortunately, I think I've nagged on this before. I think you and me were talking about it, Carly, about how these new Kings are not capturing Stephen King's kingness. They're too safe. They're beautiful. They're absolutely stunning. But the horror is gone. There's like, we need the fear back that Stephen King is trying to catch. So what I would say about the first movie is there is just it takes a lot to fill Tim Curry's shoes. It really does. He's just hard to beat when it comes to that horror. Still,
What is going on?
I don't know. I couldn't hear him.
But what happened? Oh,
I don't know. We heard someone talking. Someone started talking.
I heard the beginning of our broadcast. That was weird. But go. We are talking about Tim Curry. Yes, continue because we could talk about Tim Curry all day.
Yes, we could. There's just something he has that it is just terrifyingly amazing. He's got that creepy grin. So you put him in the Pennywise thing, and you add his creepy grin and that signature glare he's gotten. Of course, who could forget his voice? There is no one with Tim Curry's voice. Absolutely no one. And he captures the essence and the terror of Pennywise so beautifully because he just has that sinister overall look to him. And it, like I said, it was his shadow is huge. It's huge. And Benedict Cumberbatch is it Benedict Cumberbatch? No, it's Skarsgård.
No.
I always get those two mixed up.
Me too.
I don't have a clue.
I don't know his first name, but his last name was Skarsgård. I know that.
Yeah, Skarsgård. I get those two so mixed up. I don't know why. How do you get Doctor Strange mixed up with? I don't know. Anyway, so Skarsgård does such an epic job at capturing Pennywise's terror. It's just he fills those clown shoes perfectly. It's amazing. It's one of the most beautiful transitions I've ever seen in a horror movie. So I like the fact that we see more of the story, more of the development in the two-parter than we do in the original. Anyway, yeah, I could go on ranting.
What about you, Ashley?
I am a fan of the remake more than I am the original. And I've never read the book, so I know that I'm missing a lot in that. And that I lose brownie points. I get it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Whoa.
But
sorry.
But I do. I like the remake a lot more. I feel like it was... What happened?
I hit the mic in our room. Sorry.
Were you aiming for me?
Oh, my
It's closer to hitting me.
Only with an autograph pen and a book, okay? So
I bruise easily. But yeah, I do. I mean, everything that you said, definitely. Like, I back all of that up, except for, I don't really have my 2 cents on the book. Am I echoing?
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds like it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't understand. I'm sorry, interwebs. I am like computer illiterate here, but yeah, I like the
techno
second
challenge.
one. And I agree, the ending is disappointing.
Yeah, it's definitely you kind of lose. Number one, if you don't read the book, you're not going to capture who Pennywise really is, and that is the big question of people who only watch the movies compared to who reads the book. Because King actually does a better job of explaining Pennywise's MacGuffin-ness instead of the movies like what's with the clown.
Well, Pennywise himself isn't only in it. It is mentioned in the Dark Tower briefly.
That's right. I love the Dark Tower.
Pennywise himself is actually more just a fragment of what he
I'm watching that now.
Yeah.
I love Idris Elba. Don't get me started.
I don't know how much he's in the show, the Dark Tower series, but it and the Jury is supposed to be just like a fragment of what it fully is. So what they killed, it's just like a mere fraction of the full thing.
Oh yeah, if you guys want to trip out, definitely, and whoever's watching this, if you guys want to trip out, and you're a King fan at all, you need to pick up his Dark Tower series, because if you really want the true essence of Stephen King, he literally is embodied in that series. It's amazing, because the series it's obviously Western set, but there's a bunch of allusions to his other books, like how all this Dark Tower actually leads into all of his different universes. It's pretty interesting. It's amazing how he crosses all of his worlds in that. So
I know that you said, I think, something about the Deadlights.
I know.
In more than one of his movies or series.
I'm not sure really if it's in a lot of the other movies. I think some of the more like B-rated movies that are out there that are based off of his work do show up with the Deadlights. But I jumped down that rabbit hole on YouTube. Like, that stuff was in.
Yes.
It is. The Deadlights are more important than I think people understand, especially to King. King himself, especially if you read On Writing, you'll understand why. The Deadlights are something that people are so quick to say, oh, this is just the villain aspect. In reality, he was trying to embody a very real fear of death. Hence why you don't understand why is it just children? Like, you constantly get asked, why is it just children? Well, here's the reason why. In part 1 of the movie, he focuses so much more on the fear aspect. In part 2, if you'll notice, it's actually not as powerful. And that is because between children and adults, obviously the fear is just catastrophically higher of everything. So death is up there on the top of it for adults, because as we go into the winter of our lives, we have absolutely no idea. So the dead lights themselves are things that people are so quick to overlook in his stuff, but there's stuff that there's something that he really, really wants you to focus on. Sorry, got deep.
I didn't even know that.
What did you think?
Yeah, I
of
didn't even
the
know that.
movies?
Who? What? Who?
Brooke.
Oh, okay.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I loved both of them. Like Raven, I did read the books too, and I am also a huge Tim Curry fan. So the first movie, I didn't like it because it didn't follow the book. Like, it didn't follow the book, in my opinion, and it wasn't scary, which it wasn't supposed to because it's made for TV. So
Right.
that's all I got from it. But the second one, at the beginning of the chapter 2, Stephen King, he did, at the beginning, he did a version, like, he made the gay guys that was based on what he experienced, like the 2 gay guys that got killed. That really did happen. That was based on a true story. They did get killed by gay people that was stuff. So that's what I liked about the movie. The second into that movie.
I loved the opening to the second part of that movie. It was absolutely gorgeous, and it was, those actors it's so well done. I love the introduction, because let's just face it, that was probably Pennywise's most terrifying part in that one, where you see his glowing eyes, you see he's obviously reaching for an older adult, where he actually breaks his thing of saying, because it kind of he's intertwined now with the kids who stopped him. And I love that part, Brooke. You're absolutely right. I think that part right there needs to be analyzed a little bit more by movie buffs, because it really is very, very good at setting up the theme for that.
Right. And I did cry. I'm not gonna lie, I did cry when
I was upset too. I teared up. I was like, that is not right. They're so cute together. Leave them alone.
Man, that is having so much fun.
Yeah, for me, the original, you could tell it was made for TV, but Tim Curry, oh my goodness, and he wasn't as terrifying as the second one, but I don't think he was meant to be. I think he was meant to be a little bit more approachable, because made for TV, and plus trying to lure the children in. Children aren't going to go to someone who looks scary. But he did such a phenomenal job switching between the two like that on a dime, from this happy clown that just wants you to come in and see him, and bam, you're dead. And he could switch on that like a dime, and I liked that. I liked the pace of it was okay. I haven't read the books. Sorry. But when we got into the second one, I felt it needed to be in 2 parts. And of all of them, chapter 2 of the new ones is my favorite. I think
so the second one. Okay.
Yeah, the imagery and the special effects were awesome. So much better than the end of the original.
Yes.
Because the end of the original, I was like, really?
It was so
corny. It turned into a big fighter.
the chapter 2, the remakes, chapter 2, there were parts of it that just gutted me. Like, spoiler alert, when Eddie died, I was gutted. At the end, when Richie lost it, I cry.
Yeah.
As you really felt the connection to the characters in this one more than you did in the original.
The
And they
original felt
really,
like Scooby-Doo to me, like a Scooby-Doo thing going on.
yeah, and it just, they didn't, the way that the new one really integrated Stanley in there, even though he wasn't there anymore. You know, so they felt that profound loss, and that's what I liked about the new ones. And we have an echo.
Yeah, echo.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure it's not me, but I don't think so. Who knows?
It's probably me. I don't know. I got my ears in. I don't know.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give.
But Tim Curry.
Oh, that was right. Thank you for reminding me. I did not know this, but Tim Curry was deathly afraid of clowns. Deathly afraid of clowns, and it was in his contract that he was not to see himself dressed up like a clown.
I didn't know that.
Yes, I found that out from my middle child.
That would explain why he was able to make it so terrifying.
Yeah. Oh, we've got something in the chat.
That's actually just me.
Oh, okay.
He's trying to help you with the technical difficulties. So, yeah, I think that's what. And another thing is, if you actually
There's
go
a lot
to,
of
oh, there are today.
Oh, I didn't click over to the comments. Sorry, comments.
Oh, thank you, Greg. Thank you.
Yeah, you gotta click over the comments.
It's my birthday.
Somebody said happy birthday.
Yes, it's my birthday.
Yes, Night Shift. Night Shift was very, very dark. That's one that they need to remake. Adam, I definitely agree. His short stories pack more. Something secret that people don't know about Stephen King is he actually doesn't like to write bricks. He likes the short stories where he can compress the feeling and emotion into into his short stories. That's why when you read The Body or Night Shift or Silver Bullet compared to reading it, you see areas where he is just punching you in the face constantly with emotion and fear and terror, whereas in it and things like that, they're bricks, so you see him kind of rambling on a little bit. He actually does not like that. He tries to really keep it on a roll. So yeah, that's something about King people don't really realize, because he really keeps it to his chest. So avid Kingovites like myself and whoever else is a big Kingovite in here is going to know a lot of his little dirty secrets.
Nice. Very nice.
Wow, I didn't know that.
There's a lot of things he
learning a lot about.
He hints to a lot of
stuff.
You just have to read.
Sorry, guys.
Wow.
Read his if you actually read into his books, there's a lot of him in it. He tells on himself all the time.
Sorry,
I like to watch
his son is just like him too. I love his son's work.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Jonah Hill, I think. I love his work.
Okay, that's we need to talk
back
about
up. What?
What? Huh?
Are we talking about his son?
Jonah Hill, he's the one that wrote Lock and Key.
Lock and Key, Horn.
He wrote Lock and Key. Yeah.
Oh, Horn's
good. He's brilliant
Horn's
too.
Is so good.
Just like his dad. Wow.
Huh. Well.
Can you all hear?
Can you all hear me? I did not know that was his son. I had no idea.
He did that on purpose. Jonah did that on purpose. He doesn't want to feel like people are reading him just because his father is who he is.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Right. Yeah. I didn't know it was his son either. And I've been reading his stuff and his work. He's brilliant.
Yeah, Jonah is actually
too.
He is very careful about who knows him as who, so that's why he doesn't really write under any sort of Stephen King something or other. And that's actually another reason why his father will give forwards about he's such a sneak. This guy is such a sneak. He gives the forwards and stuff to his son's work, and it's very interesting. He is. He's a genius. I love the man. I think that he does not get enough credit for who he is. What are you doing?
Right.
I'm sorry, I started hearing myself a little bit louder.
Sorry.
He's playing around with his mic. I'm like, this is not the right time.
It's all right. Hey, we're live. Why not? Why not now?
I love the unpredictableness. Yes.
Yes, we don't want to be too predictable. Need to mess around with the mics more often.
And so I would give the original It about a 6, and only that high because of Tim Curry. But the remakes, part 1 I'd give a 7, part 2 a solid 8.5. It's no Antebellum because I'm still rating everything by my first movie, but it gutted me, and that's what it should do. Anyone else?
Okay, if I had to rate the original Stephen King, number 1, yes, Tim Curry definitely came and brought his A game. The Scooby Gang did not. That's who they I can't. It's like a younger version of Pup Named Scooby Doo versus Scooby Doo. So yeah, the Scooby Gang did not. They did the B horror. It's like, Daphne, set the trap now. And Tim brought it. Tim brought it. So definitely gonna have to be like I probably won't go a 6. I probably would go like a 5.5.
Okay.
Probably because I am not one to let one single character carry a book. I think that's unfair to them. But as far as the second, the other 2 parts, number 1, I would give the part 1 a solid 1, and the reason is because that essence of fear that Skarsgård brought was just amazing. And part 2, I'm on the fence. I would probably give that one probably about a 6. And the reason is because number 1, Mike actually bothered me. The character of Mike bothered the tar out of me. It's like, wait a minute. I mean, I love him. I love the actor. I think I think we needed like somebody that would. It's like, yeah, guys, we got this. And then at the very end, it's like, oh, I screwed over my friends. Yay. So it's like, I was like,
right.
I'm sorry, you give part 1 a 1.
No, I gave part 1.
You said a solid 1.
A solid.
Yeah. Yeah.
You said
blame
1.
the coffee. Blame the lack of coffee.
Blaming lack of coffee.
Solid 1, but I have nothing but great to say about it.
Okay, stop. Anyway,
So,
this is what happens when you put
right. I was like,
you're not put the husband and wife in the same room.
What would you?
Part 2 probably about a 6. About a 6. Part 2 probably about a 6.
Oh yeah, I would have to say for the first one, I would give that a 5. I think it was good for what they could do with it being aimed for TV, and I can remember, seeing it in real time as like a younger kid, like, and it terrified me whenever I saw it. But I only saw the scary part.
Right.
But the new one, I'm gonna have to rate both of those a solid 7. And it was the first horror movie that my son wanted to sit down and watch with me. So I think that has a lot to do with how amazing it is. Like, oh, cool, you want to be involved in horror? Yes.
all right.
So yeah, that's mine.
That's cool.
I got a 7.
Our kids don't like horror. They hate horror. I'm like, oh, great. Just
Really?
Great. Yeah, they hate horror.
For now.
For now.
Right, for now.
Which is kind of weird because our daughter loves Halloween. Like she's like, I don't like Christmas. I want Halloween back.
Mhm.
But but they're like, when it comes to horror, like, no thanks.
But me, I would rate all three of them a 9. I'm sorry. I'm a huge It fan. I'm a huge Annette O'Toole fan and Tim Curry. So I watched it because of them and I like them. So I'll rate them all three a 9. And I like how he put some history in there and some true facts in the second movie. So
Yeah,
that's why I rate it so high.
That
I
is
like them.
fair. That is fair. I'm being unfair because I'm still going off antebellum and holy cow. But completely different. But next week is Brooke's birthday week. Woohoo!
Happy birthday.
You're gonna be happy, Raven. You're gonna be so happy. We are doing my favorite movie, Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh snap! Now things got real up in here.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
You're gonna be so look at your husband's face. He's like, no. But Rocky Horror Picture Show is one of my favorite movies.
Gosh, it's been so long. I'm gonna have to catch up on Moof. Man,
isn't there like a partial remake or like some where they have like a newer version and Tim Curry is like there sitting in a chair like talking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there was. It was for.
So we're gonna talk about the remake and the old one. So
remake an old one. Okay.
Okay, so we have to look at
Okay.
Okay.
And they had and they have a real transgender playing the role. So I love that. I loved it.
Yeah, that's good. I always want.
But that's what we're doing next week.
Oh my god, that takes me back. That goes back.
Never seen it.
What?
What?
You what?
Oh, virgin.
That's all right.
Wow.
I just introduced him and his mom to House on Haunted Hill, and it was like, wait, this is so creepy. Duh.
Did you show him the first one? I like the old one.
With Vincent Price? Oh my gosh. No, I didn't show him that. We have Prime. Well, who would? Hello, have you heard me last week about Vincent Price? Yeah. Right? I mean, hello.
Yeah,
I love Vinny. Hello.
Mark about that. So he was like Raven Vincent Price, and I'm like, I didn't know he was in House on Haunted Hill. I didn't know it was him, and I watched it 1,000 times. Never knew it was him.
I gasp. I love Vincent Price. Ooh, you can't get any better than him.
Ashley, have you seen Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Yeah.
So
you haven't? Wow.
I think many horror fans have had like a staple in their little library of what they've seen, and if Rocky is not in it, we're gonna have some words.
Rocky, rah, rah, rah. We're ready.
You know what? I had a disagreement with a guy about Rocky Horror Picture Show. He was like, "Well, that's not really a horror movie," and I was like, "Well,
one word
is a horror movie."
Eddie.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, doesn't people die and like get killed in that movie? I'm like, have you ever watched Rocky Horror? Like, he really got on me for that movie because I said it's a horror movie, and he's like, no, it's not. And I'm like, all right. I'm not gonna argue with you, but no, it is.
Cult favorite Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh yeah.
And have you guys seen Shock Treatment?
I've seen it on Prime. Like, I've seen it in passing and scrolling, but if that's what I think it is, but I haven't actually seen it.
Shock Treatment it's not a sequel per se, with bunny rabbit ears doing the parentheses, but it sort of is. because you have Brad and Janet, even though it's different characters playing them, and they go to Denton, which is where they're from, and you find out it's a great big TV show. That's all.
Oh my god.
And it's fantastic, and it's got the song Little Black Dress, so
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Mhm.
I have it on VHS, and my VHS is worn out.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're
Oh
gonna
wow.
Yeah, it's been a while for that one. There's one that
Somebody
I just
commented loves shock treatment.
Nice.
Not it.
Need a little
Oh, okay. Yep, that one's the
shock
bottom. Okay.
treatment.
She's singing.
Oh yeah. So, and I believe this concludes our discussion of it. Am I right? Am I wrong?
Yes.
That seems like
You're
right.
right.
We would need like 4 or 5 hours to really get into the story
Right.
here. Like we would need like 6 hours of us just sitting here rambling about how we would need more than 30 minutes to really get into it.
I bring up
True.
all the conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Stephen King is actually terrified of dairy. Like there's a reason he writes in dairy, and
Right.
So
I didn't know that.
Wow.
Yes, he cannot. He's terrified of dairy.
Yeah, so they. Wow.
Oh wait, what? What'd she say?
I thought it was a
I
fictional
have no
town,
idea.
but it was really town, a real town.
It is a town. It is an actual town in Maine. It is Derry,
Oh,
Maine.
wow.
There's a reason he has. If you actually read his on writing, you're going to see why he actually focuses a lot of his books are in and around Derry and Maine. There is a big reason there, and people often miss it because it's something that they just don't know if they don't know him as a person. He is terrified of Derry and Maine in general. He cannot stand that place, and he says so and why in on writing.
Huh. Wow,
I'm gonna
that's
have to look
interesting.
that up. I did not know that.
Well,
Wow.
truthfully, it was because when he was a kid, and there's a reason that a lot of his. I'm wrong about what?
Who say you was wrong?
I don't know.
Somebody say you're wrong.
That he mentions it in his
Oh,
book.
wow.
Why did he mention it in his book?
He said there's no dairy Maine.
That's weird because he mentioned it in his
wow.
book many times. Has it been changed?
Maybe they had to.
Did they change it? Maybe. I mean, I don't honestly know because he mentioned it in his book. I don't.
For the same reason, like for Twilight, the town that Twilight's in,
Twilight,
they just
Forks. Didn't they change? Did they change it? Actually, I heard rumor.
No.
I heard rumor.
Oh, did they? I've not heard them changing it, but I know that they weren't happy with it originally.
That's really weird because he mentioned it in his books multiple times.
Yeah, I thought it was a real place too.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Maybe it's a code name. Oh my gosh, yep, that could be it. It could be a code name for his hometown then. In Maine.
Because it's based off of where he lives, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, okay, that's new
Look,
for me.
we're gullible, okay, people? Leave it
No, we are air people. Error is human. Have a little mercy. God.
Yeah.
I can't see the comments, so.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know what they say.
Okay, so I pulled up the Wikipedia. Looks like Derry is a fictional town that has served as a setting for a number of Stephen King's novels, novellas, and short stories. Skipping down, Derry is said to be near Bangor, but King explicitly told his biographer, Tony Magistrate, that Derry is actually his portrayal of Bangor.
Okay, so there is a Derry. It's just in a code name, like we thought.
Oh,
Derry is a code name.
One for us.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so that's why he uses it so much and depicts it as a real town. Yeah, that's why he.
All right.
See, I told you the man is a trickster.
Yeah, we get like half a point, I think.
Yeah, give us half a point. Yeah, give us half a point.
Oh man. Wow. I did not know that.
Silence. Okay.
Wrap it up here.
Yes, we're
And I'll
wrapping
see
it
you
up.
all next Sunday when we talk about Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I'm excited about that.
Yes.
And we're going to
the
talk
damn
about the
cover.
remakes and the old ones.
Are we going to
So
do
I
the
am
time
too.
warp? Jump to the-
Oh no. The time warp. You
We could do it.
We can do it.
I don't
Bye,
know.
you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
You can probably dress up too.
Oh no,
I can't
probably
find my
will.
cape. I can't find my cape, so I don't know if I'll be dressing up.
We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Okay. See you guys next week. And it's supposed to stop, so I am going to sign off. And thank you so much. Bye.